Hello, this is Eugene Roginsky from Silver Lining Behavioral Health. Thank you for clicking on this video. I want to address internal and external factors or causes that contribute to workplace anxiety. So let's begin with external causes that contribute to employees feeling anxious. Well, as part of external causes for anxiety, we have unclear and fluctuating expectations from the employer, work overload, and feelings of chronic exhaustion. Toxic work environment. Now, that would include lack of group cohesion, poor supervision, lack of guidance, toxic personalities, and much more. Now, when it comes to toxic personalities, I will do a separate video on just that. It's a topic that definitely deserves a lot more time. Lack of transparency on behalf of the employer can cause employees to feel anxious about their work. Some other external causes may include environmental issues. Is your place of employment too hot, too cold? Is it cramped? Do offices have windows? Are cubicles too small or too large? How are people spaced out? Is the place too noisy? All these environmental factors may cause people not to be able to focus on work performance and feel more anxious at work. Unequal treatment of employees by management. Now that's a big one. Why should I come to work every single day, come to the office when my colleague Mike can work from home? Now, perhaps there's an explanation for why this happens. Maybe there's a reason for this, but if there's poor transparency between the employer and employee, the employee will experience a lot of work anxiety. Now, you can also have change in the actual profession or job description. And the employer may stop believing in the company mission. And of course, the employer can also feel burnt out. As part of burnout, people can experience emotional fluctuation, irritability, even anger. Well, can you imagine if the employer is suffering from burnout? How could that not make the employee feel more anxious? And boundary crossings. Now, this is something that was brought up to my attention many times, but I'm not sure how often that's discussed. Boundary crossings occur when the employee is asked to do other tasks for the employer that do not involve the initial job description. So, if let's say I'm a software engineer and I'm judged based on my ability to code, maybe code with minimal errors, and perform my duties in a timely fashion, whatever they may be. But then I'm also a very good chef, and I love to cook. That's my hobby. And my employer finds out about this. And my employer asks me to assist in coming up with some good recipes, perhaps even cooking for my employer's family gathering. Well, that situation can promote a lot of anxiety because here we clearly see a boundary crossing. Am I being judged on the work I do for what I was hired to do? Or am I now going to be judged based on how I serve my employer in a different capacity? As far as internal causes go, one of the biggest one is loss of meaning. Am I making a difference? Is this work meaningful? What am I changing? Am I healing the world? Am I making a dent in anything? So loss of meaning is a big one. Life stage issues. These are questions people ask themselves. Am I far enough ahead in my profession or in my place of employment based on my age? And of course, there could be identity issues. Am I really doing what I was born to do? Let's say there is a core self to you. Maybe there's a core self to me. What if my core self is a musician? Let's say I love music, but I am working as a physician, or maybe I am working as a construction worker or an engineer. So, am I living my core self? I think it's a question that most people struggle with from time to time, and we will address it in other videos. Some other internal causes for workplace anxiety are loss of reward. Um, is this work rewarding? What kind of rewards am I receiving by doing this job? Um, Maybe there's some emotional rewards. Perhaps they're financial rewards. What are these rewards? By doing this job, do I have a chance to spend more time with my family? Perhaps experience another hobby? Perhaps learn something? Maybe I can expand my knowledge of my profession. Am I getting compensated enough? These are all the questions people struggle with that can cause anxiety. Imposter syndrome. This is a topic definitely worth exploring further. But this happens when people land their dream job and then feel unhappy, feel like they don't belong, feel like others are better, feel like it was a mistake that they were hired in the first place. So, this trust in oneself and even trust in the employer is lost and creates a lot of anxiety. I always suggest trust that the employer who hired you actually knew what they were doing, and they would not hire someone who they believed could not handle the job description. And of course, there's life just getting in the way of living. There could be situations where you do have a dream job, where you love what you're doing, and you do find it meaningful, except somehow it's keeping you from living another life, another part of you. It's interfering from you living your life to its full capacity. So let's say I love what I do, and I do enjoy going to work every Monday. I may even look forward to going to work on Mondays. But at the same time, I also um, miss not being there when my kids have some kind of a recital in school, or perhaps I miss hanging out with my friends, or as a result, I cannot visit an elderly family member in a skilled nursing facility. So, is my life getting in the way of something else? This is a huge contributor to workplace anxiety. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel. We will be bringing more videos similar to this to you. If you have any questions or any particular topic you want me or some of my other speakers to address, please leave a message and leave a comment, and we'll be more than happy to do that. Thank you so much.